Alright, this is a follow-up video to the videos that we did on the 3-point stance and the getting around objects. Again, and this is all for events 6 and 7, which have several elements to them: a hurdle and getting around objects and a start, right? This part is the hurdle part, all right? The worst thing you can do getting over an object in a race is spend too much time in the air. Now, the tendency is going to be that if you're not used to running and jumping over an obstacle, is to make sure you clear the object. That's just human nature. So you're going to jump really high, and then you're going to float, you know, spend as much time in the air as possible, so you make sure you clear the object on the other side. But that's really inefficient in trying to run a race. What you want to do is put as little distance between your body, basically your hip level, and the object, and get to the ground on the other side as fast as possible. Now, what you want to do, ideally, is get to the object, run with a full stride, not necessarily full speed, and then get your lead leg, and in my case it'll probably be my left leg, high, right? When you're looking at track and field athletes, it may look like they're getting to the athlete, to the obstacle, lifting their leg and jamming it forward like that, just straight leg. That's efficiency wise, that's probably not what they're going for. They're trying to just get this leg high, okay? So they're getting the knee high, not necessarily straight out here. So you want to get your knee as high as possible to clear the object. The other thing you want to think about when you're approaching the object is not necessarily to jump vertically, right? The better thing to do would be to try and keep your shoulders and your head almost at the same level they are when you're running, but just tuck, right? So you want to get your hips up to clear the object, but not necessarily jump over, okay? I hope that's clear. Now, when you're running up to the object, you may want to run up to it and kind of dip, right? And then jump over it. Now, depending on how high the object is, you may have to do that. I have to say that the obstacles I saw in the demonstration didn't seem high enough for anyone to have to dip and then jump over it. That may, for the shorter women, 5'2" and under, maybe that's an exception, but I'm going to say that most people won't have to do that. The one thing you're doing by dipping, right, is essentially you're lowering your hips under the object. You're making the object taller, okay, by making yourself shorter. You want to leave your hips high, okay? Again, you want to approach the object. What you want to do is not dip, but get that front leg high so you can get over to the other side. Okay, so now we're talking about the trail leg. So once you're to the other side, you want to lift this other leg as high as possible, right? What you don't want to do is open up the hips and have this kind of just flowing there, right? And it's going to require some flexibility on your part, but you really want to get this high for you to get that other leg over. Okay, now for most people, it's not going to look as fluid like that. You're probably going to be doing some combination of where both your legs are going over. But the key point is you want to get those hips still going forward, the trail leg up and high and over. But again, the key is you want to be down on the ground on this side of the hurdle as fast as possible so you can start running again. Now, you're going to have to be patient. You don't want to clip the hurdle with your trail leg, right? So you want to keep in this position as long as possible to clear that leg. Then once it's over, you can start running again, okay? Get that leg high, right? Get over it. Have the hips kind of close, okay? Trail leg over, now I can start running. And I would demo it, but I'm not. So that's pretty much it.